Hello, welcome to a Tile Outdoor Production. Today we're going to be talking about knots you can't not know. Look at all these knots. Alright, so we're going to start with connecting knots. We're going to go from braided line, this is 50-pound braid, to your 20-pound mono leader. So, today we're going to be learning the Alberto knot first. So, take your 20-pound, fold it over, right? This end goes to your hook. Take this 50-pound main line and you're going to feed it through. Come up over here. If you can ever get it right. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Now we're gonna. Alright. So now I always give myself a couple inches. We're going to start by wrapping up about 7 times. This is a really good knot. It doesn't slip unlike the Albright. It's pretty much just a modified Albright. And then you're going to take it here. You're going to keep it pinched here. Alright, with your 7 loops. And you're going to start looping back. And now you don't have to go as many times back. I usually go about 4 or 5. And then you're going to feed it through into here. What? And pull. Grab your tag end on your braid, pull. Look at that. Nice thin little knot. It'll go through your eyelets. And then you're just going to take your tag ends and cut them off. This was a nice, quick, and easy knot. Alright. Next knot. Next knot is called the Bimini twist. Bimini twist you can use for making leaders. You can use for a braid to mono connection, braid to fluorocarbon connection, whatever you want to do. It's a really good knot. It's a little complicated, so we're going to use 100-pound to 50 to show you that this knot does not slip. So I always take my thicker diameter line and do 1, 2, overhands, fold, make a little boat. See the little boat? Alright. Keep your little boat. Double up the thinner line you want to go through. There we go through. It's hard to see if you can't see it. One side. And then through the other side of the little boat. Alright, and now with it doubled over, pretty much do the same thing as our Albright knot. So what I always do is I pinch it here to keep my little loop formed. Then we're going to do 1, 2, and if I'm doing mono, I'll do about 4 or 5 one way and 4 or 5 the back. If I'm doing braid, I'm going to do about 7 one way and about 5 back. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably good enough. 5. And then feed it into your little loop. Wet. Pull. Pull down here on the tag ends. Cinch this knot down. Cinch everything down. What you got here is a Bimini twist, and that's not going anywhere. Let me show you this again because this is a really good knot. But I'm going to show you with 100-pound and 20. Alright, so you got to make your little boat. 1, 2. That one goes over. They call this a thin beauty. Not because it's thin, but there's a funny story behind it. There's a guy on YouTube who made it, talks about it. Pretty good video. Not that great of a story. But anyways, that's how they came up with the name. And then we go in through here again, into the boat. So let's just say you're making a leader and you're attaching thicker section to thinner section. This is one way to hook it on without having to tie blood knots or bimini knots. It's also a great way to attach your shock leader to your IGFA class tippet. Alright, this comes in here. If it will ever get through the hole. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, and through the hole. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 5, 1, 2, 3. Wet. Pull. Sure too, before you fully tighten the knot, you get these double granny knots here tight. And there we go. That's another nice thin knot. Super strong, 100% breaking strength. Great knot. Alright, those are your two connecting knots. Got your Alberto, or bimini twist, and yeah, your Alberto and your bimini twist. Sorry, here's the Alberto knot again. Right here, very small. I like it better than the blood knot. I think it's easier to tie. I think it's faster. And I've never had an issue with it. Okay, let's go move on to the hook. Super popular knot for hooks, especially with braided line. And mono is the polymer knot. Polymer knot's a really good knot. Super strong. Does not really break. It's about 100% break strength if you tie it correctly. I like it. I like it especially for swivels, for my braid. I don't like it when I'm trying to do, tie onto a jig like, bigger than this Fresca can here. So to start it, double up your line, put it through the eye of the hook. I always kind of work it down. Do one loop around. Take your loop and open it up. Feed your hook through. And pull. Wet and pull. Alright, really good knot. Sucks for really big stuff. Sucks if you're trying to do a 100-pound braid. Will not work with a 100-pound braid. It'll take you forever to get it tight. Every knot kind of sucks with a 100-pound braid. Bring pliers. So anyways, some of the other ones I like to use. Clip that off here. One thing I like to use is the Petzel. It's a pretty good knot. It's easy to tie. Pretty similar in breaking strength to the polymer. So take this, pull it through. I like to do this on flies too, because you get a little bit more of a bend out of it. This comes up, pinch it here with your left hand. What you're going to do is wrap down about 5 times. Need a little bit more of a tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, goes back through the hole that you had pinched off. Like that. What? And pull. Slides right down. Super good knot. About 95% strength. Really good. Easy to tie. Really nice on really nice jigs. I like it on flies too, because you can see here how this knot bends. It gives your fly a little bit more freedom. A lot better than the half clutch. Alrighty. We'll cut that. But you know what the Petzel is not really good at? 100-pound monofilament. So let's just say you need a shock tippet going for halibut on a 16-pound tippet. You got this tied in on a bimini twist. How are we going to get this to tie onto this 1/0 hook? That is the $1 million question. Here is the $1 million answer. Some guys call it a big game knot. I'm not sure what the actual name is. I've been using it for years. Works really good. I've had leaders of 100-pound bleached by the sun sitting in the bottom of my boat for 3 years. I'm still using them. They're completely corroded. I still can't break them. Can't break this knot. So what you're going to do is fold this over, pinch it. You're going to make little loops like that around this main line here. One loop. Sorry about that. 2 loop. 3 loop. We'll do a 4th. Fold it over all of your loops and go through the bottom of them. All the way through. I know, crazy looking knot. And this one helps with pliers. I usually hook this up to the side of the boat. Get that pulled tight. But if you pull it tight, ends up looking like, give me 1 second here, I got it tied somewhere. Dun, 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 dun. This. So you do the 4 loops, tuck it back through. Tuck it back through all the loops, pull it tight. And this is what you get. All right? Nothing's breaking this. I promise you. And that is pretty much it for the day. Oh yeah, one more thing. You have to do dropper rigs. So I do this with usually between 20 and, I don't know, 60-pound monofilament. I'm going for rockfish or catfish. So what I'll do is I'll take my bottom one here. This is for my weight. This is a straight drop down rig. So no hooks going on this one. Doing a single loop. Just your basic overhand loop will work. Boom. Alright. Basic overhand loop. Demonstrate it again. Go around it once. Pull it down. And boom. Basic overhand loop. This is called a double surgeon's loop. I really don't know why. It's really just 2 granny knots for a loop. But works great. I haven't had rockfish or halibut break me off on these. I do tie it all the way up to these bad boys on 120 pound. All right, and I do this for double hook rigs. So I'm going to take it main line to the rod, down to my weight, double up over a loop. And I go 1 time through all this mess, 2 times all through this mess, and pull, let, cinch, and what you got there is a double surgeon's loop. If you thought that was hard and you missed it, let me do it again. Again, pull it out. Pull it out. However long you want your loop. Doesn't make a difference. Everyone's different, all the current's different. Heavier current, smaller loop. Lighter current, longer loop. Longer leader, more fish. Goals to double up here on rockfish. If I can get 4, if I can get, you know, between 3 and 5 of these bad boys, like, I want to go down and get them. Why not? Same with 2 halibut. Why not? So before I start, be rude. Double it up. Make a big old loop. Loop goes through loop. Once. Twice. Not 3 times. Twice. Moisten. Cinch down. Double surgeon's loop. Pretty much 2 granny knots to a loop. This one doesn't get any easier. I don't have it break. It's a great knot. It's like 90% of your strength, but I'm telling you what, it really doesn't break, especially when you got a hook on here. You're not putting that much weight on this knot. And this one here at the bottom, the reason why I tie it on just a single loop is in case my weight gets stuck, I can break it off. And usually what I'll do when I tie this rig is I'll leave enough length down at the bottom of my weight to my first double loop that I can retie this 2 or 3 times. All right, so I can keep putting weight on before I even interfere with my rig. Works great. All right, I hope this helped. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you want to come fishing with me, check me out at www.dialed-outdoor.com. Thank you. Have a great day.